On today's JMO at Josh and Joe, we have the NCAA Final Four is set. We have America's team, America's sweetheart, in DJ Burns. We go over the Sweet 16 matchups, the Elite 8 matchups. We give you our predictions for the Final Four. Then we go on to our Otdish segment. We have a couple of good ones, couple of good OT dishes on this Dayton sports history. Then we transition really nicely into NBA talk. We have different views on the Pelicans right now, which is good. It's kind of annoying whenever we agree on everything. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of good that we disagree sometimes, and this is one of those things that we disagree on. And it didn't get heated or anything, but it was good. There was some debating.
We have to have a half glass full and a half glass empty.
Yeah, there you go. And when we take a look around at the NBA, up and down the standings, the West is so tight, dude. The West is so freaking tight, man. And it's like all the teams are good. All the teams, top 10 teams are really good, and the top 11, if you're including the Houston Rockets.
I don't think any team in the West wants to play any team in the West.
No, that's. The only team that wants to play everyone in the West is the Denver Nuggets. That's it.
Or I was going to say Houston because they just want to be in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's true. Then we move on to some baseball talk. We do a little MLB baseball, a little college baseball. It's opening day. Opening day for MLB.
Yep.
One of the best days of the year. Do a little college baseball talk. Then we finish off with we actually do a pretty good segment on women's basketball.
We do.
We don't normally do this too much. But yeah, we talk extensively about women's basketball. I think these polarizing these polarizing players are making women's basketball more popular, and I think it's good for the sport.
It is good for the sport, and we also maybe even throw in a conspiracy theory.
Oh, there's a conspiracy theory in women's basketball.
Yeah.
We don't end off with that. We actually end off with a little NFL news. Bonehead Rashee Rice just got signed by the Raiders, right?
Yeah. It was a reckless ending.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah. We go through that. Give y'all our takes on that.
All right, let's rock and roll.
Welcome to JMO, Josh and Joe. It is Tuesday, April 2nd, and Joe, the Final Four is set.
It's the final countdown.
Yeah. And DJ Burns might be my favorite player in basketball. Pro, high school, college, pee-wee, I don't give a fuck. DJ Burns is the fucking man.
I think he actually is NFP. National favorite player.
No, yeah, he's America's sweetheart.
Yes.
Absolutely. And the best part is, like, he's a big guy. He's like 350 pounds or whatever. He's massive. He can move his weight well. Mm-hmm. He can shoot the ball. He can do a lot of things down low.
He's got great vision.
Yeah. But my favorite part, he's happy to be playing basketball. You can see him. He's smiling all the time. He's genuinely having fun playing basketball.
Yes.
Like, it's not like he's doing it as a chore, like, or it's his job, or like he's trying to get to the NBA. No. He's playing basketball because he genuinely loves this shit.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I love watching it. It makes it so much better that he's on NC State making a run at the 11th seed. NC State's just been on a fucking tear, like, since the ACC tournament.
Yeah. No, it's awesome, and that's what, like, that is college sports right there. It's because, like, his adventure is what brought him here and really appreciated the game. So he was actually committed to Tennessee. He started there, redshirted, end up transferring over to Winthrop and to get some kind of playing time. I think he actually had some weight issues because he looked a lot heavier at Winthrop than he does now, and he looks really skinny coming into Tennessee. So it looks like he had battled some adversities in that front, and now you can tell all that adversity and his journey has led him to enjoying basketball right now.
So actually that makes a lot of sense because he looked skinny when he was at Tennessee.
Yes.
So he learned how to play basketball skinny. Then he got fat at Winthrop. Where's Winthrop at? Do you know?
Gosh, I was not expecting this question.
No. Okay. Here,
I did not study.
Oh no! I mean, the only reason why I'm asking is because my brain goes, where is it?
Well, now that I know that Oakland is in Michigan, I'm confused about every college where its
me too.
is.
It's in South Carolina. Okay. I was just wondering because if it was in a place where there's a lot of good food, maybe if it was in Las Vegas or something like that, that would be understandable. But it's in South Carolina. I don't
Southern cooking.
Not really, because a lot of people in South Carolina are good looking.
Well, Tennessee, Southern cooking.
Yeah, Tennessee probably.
Yeah.
South Carolina's not really known for anything, right? I don't know. Anyways, he got fat at Winthrop, and now he's back. He's kind of even. He's evened himself out. You can't get around him down low to rebound.
No,
it's impossible. And like we said, he's got great footwork. He moves his body well. He moves his weight well, and he can get to the basket. And he can put up shots. And again, like you said, he has core vision. Great core vision. Awesome. Plus, they had that guy that's on practicing Ramadan or something.
Practicing Ramadan.
Yeah, we had last year. What's his name? Oh God, I can't remember. Last year, Sunoco. Remember he was practicing Ramadan. They couldn't eat.
Yeah.
They were fasting or whatever it's called.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm not Muslim, so I don't know. But they, he's doesn't eat or drink anything except for water, so they have to monitor his minutes.
Okay.
I think it's Diarra. I think his name is. I don't know.
But, no, Diarra's on UConn.
Okay.
He's a guard for UConn.
Oh, then who am I thinking? Then what's his name? I know exactly who I'm thinking of. He plays for NC State. He's very fucking good.
Yeah. It's not O'Connell.
No, just gets fucking rebounds all day. It's Muhammad something. But anyways, let's go through the games. We'll kind of briefly go through some of the games, and we'll talk a little bit more about some of the other games. Thursday's games. Illinois beat Iowa State. Terrence Shannon Jr. Is very good at basketball.
Yes.
I didn't watch very much Big Ten basketball this year, so I wasn't really too familiar with him. Holy shit, he's good.
Yeah.
He is very good. It makes sense why Illinois went as far as they did.
Honestly, I thought there was athletes up and down the board on this game, both Iowa State and Illinois.
Iowa State was pretty good, yeah.
It was a fast-paced game. These guys were just doing dunks and just incredible plays all game. It was a fun game to watch.
Big Ten basketball has kind of upped its game the last 10 years, huh?
They've always had Michigan State.
Michigan, they had Ohio State for a little bit.
They had Michigan.
I think top to bottom, I think they've been up in their game. Wisconsin was good in 2015. Frank
Kaminsky.
Yeah, Frank Kaminsky. They had teams that would come up and down, but now I think across the board, I think they're pretty good. Alabama UNC. The fucked up part about this game is I needed Alabama to win so I could win a bet.
Really?
Yeah. I had...
You went with Alabama.
No, well, I didn't root for Alabama. But I needed Alabama to win a bet.
Okay.
And it really angered me that I was supposed to be rooting for Alabama.
Yeah.
So I had Arizona going all the way, and one of my buddies had North Carolina going all the way. And we made a bet. We said, hey, whichever team goes the furthest, that person wins.
Okay.
And then if they both lost in the same round, that's a push. So I had Arizona. Arizona had lost to Clemson earlier that day.
Mm-hmm.
So I needed Alabama to beat UNC.
Yeah.
And it really angered me. I did not like it at all. It was anytime Alabama, you can't be good at you can't be good at basketball and football. No, it just doesn't. No, you can't. But I guess they are. They live by the three, die by the three.
This game was so crazy. It was so back and forth. There was 9 lead changes at that point. It was insane. I mean, Alabama, the way the team is structured, I guarantee you, NATO, his recruiting process is basically like one question. He's like, "Can you shoot the three?" And it's like, "Oh no, but I have other parts of my game," and then he just moves on.
Yeah. No, you're already out the door.
Yeah,
And he likes them fast.
he does like him fast.
Yeah. He just 99 speed, 99 3-point shooting.
Yes.
That's it. Doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. San Diego State versus UConn. Every time I see UConn, I just put wagon next to it. That's my only note. Wagon.
Oh, straight wagon.
Klingon is unreal.
I will say, I mean, I'll give Brian Dutcher, I believe. Words are hard, but Brian Dutcher is a good coach. I mean, he took them to the championship game last year. I mean, this game was 37
for San Diego State.
For San Diego State. It was 37-31 with 141 or 149 in the first half. UConn took over. Their guards, Castle, Newton, and Spencer, they're just unbelievable. And Diarra
is good.
Yeah, they're just unbelievable.
Dude,
but
Donovan Klingon might be the best. He might be the best player in college basketball.
Yeah,
right now at least. He's so fucking good. They call him Kling Kong.
Yeah. No, I mean, you got an argument. And when you got a nickname, you're good.
Exactly. Yeah.
We've had that philosophy for quite some time now.
That's why I bring back nicknames. We've been preaching it for forever.
Yeah. So Kling Kong.
Kling Kong.
Kling Kong.
Kling Kong.
That's a tough one. I'm not going to be able to say that.
No. Yeah. No. Mohamed Diarra is a forward.
So there's a Diarra on.
Is a forward
on NC State as well.
Yeah, he's a forward on NC State. He's the one practicing Ramadan right now. And then I guess there is a where's the UConn? Oh, there we go. Yeah, you're right. There's a Diarra. Are they related? Hassan Diarra. Yeah, they probably are.
Probably are.
It's the same spelling and everything.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Okay. Well,
interesting.
There you go. Yeah, UConn wagon. That's it.
Yep.
They're gonna win again. Clemson versus Arizona. This one was a tough one for me. This one was a tough one for me because I had Arizona winning it all, and if Caleb Love maybe made 3 of his missed shots, they would have been fine. He went 5 for 18, 0 for 9 from 3-point.
Yeah.
You make 2 of those 3-pointers, they're right there in the game. Oh, it was so fucking frustrating. I couldn't stand watching this game. It was it was just make a fucking shot.
Yeah, it was. And honestly, but you got to give props to Clemson.
They have a good team.
Clemson, honestly, I think from a tactician standpoint, from a scheming standpoint, was spectacular in this game. There was so many open pick and rolls to the basket, players just wide open going to the basket, and they just dished it. PJ Hall seemed like there was nobody guarding him at times.
Really? They study film. They did a good job with the film.
Yeah.
Dude, did you know they have the head coach has assistant coaches studying different teams' film before they even get to the game? It's wild. They're already prepping for different possibilities.
Yep.
Pretty cool. Clemson beats Arizona. Let's see Friday's games. Creighton versus Tennessee. Tennessee was just a better team that game. They went on an 18-0 run. It's hard to come back from an 18-0 run.
Yeah.
They just shot better. That was it. This was another one I needed. I needed Creighton to win, but by that point my bracket was done officially.
Yeah.
So
no, Tennessee dominated Creighton on that one. I'm surprised Greg McDermott is still coaching at Creighton. I mean, he's a good coach. Don't get me wrong, but he's still over there.
Yeah, he's doing well. Creighton they beat the shit out of UConn during the regular season. They made it to the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it wasn't just his son carrying him this entire time.
Yeah,
because he's been in the pros for quite some time.
That's true. Duke versus Houston. This is the only way someone was beating Houston. Low scoring, ultra physical game where one of Houston's best players got hurt.
Yep.
Early on. That's the only way you were going to beat Houston.
Yep. Yeah, it was. And then what was it? It was the last shot to tie the game. I honestly, Houston had the opportunities.
Yeah.
They had the opportunities. They had the one to bring it within one, and then they had another one. They got the rebound and was able to try to tie the game. But yeah, I honestly feel like the humiliating part for Houston was Duke doing TikToks afterwards.
Yeah, but that's that.
Like, don't do the TikToks now.
Yeah,
like,
not now.
because
Don't do TikToks at all. Fuck you,
because
Duke.
it will go viral. It will go viral. The next team that you're playing against will see it, and they will use that against you.
Absolutely.
Case in point, this tournament.
This is a tournament where they use anything and everything.
Yeah.
To their advantage.
Yeah, and McCain, I mean, basically could have been like a star of the tournament, but now, everybody's saying because he paints his nails, that's why he lost.
Yeah, don't paint your nails.
Yeah, also don't do that.
Yeah, Jamal Sheed going out early, that was tough.
Yeah.
That was tough. But yeah, I'm not going to say anything else. I fucking hate Duke. Gonzaga versus Purdue. Zach Edey. That's my note. Zach Edey. He's too good. Like he's actually like really good. He's not only tall, but he's actually good at basketball. He's like, it's impossible to guard him unless you have somebody that's like kind of relatively tall. That's why I think if there's a Purdue UConn championship, I think it'd be fucking awesome because Donovan Clingan is 7'2" plus. Like he's 7'2", but like he's taller than 7'2".
Yeah, it's gonna be just like, what is it, Godzilla versus King Kong?
Yeah, dude, that's gonna be awesome. And they just had one come out, right?
Yeah,
dude, it's gonna be awesome. That's probably what's gonna happen. I kind of want NC State to win and go to the championship, but I mean, if we get Purdue versus UConn, let's be honest, that's gonna be a fucking clash. It's gonna be awesome.
I think we'll have good TV either way. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, Purdue's on a mission right now. Honestly, it's more of just the fact that now they've actually been able to, like, because Zach Edey's been a fantastic player for quite some time now. We've known this, but he's improved his play. They've also done a better job of having a better supporting cast or a more accommodating cast to his playing style. Those guards are incredible.
Yeah, they were supposed to be playing everything through Zach Edey. You have a 7'4" guy on your team. And yes, that's exactly what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, not lose in the first round of the NCAA tournament when you're the first seed.
Although, if they do come back and win this year, it seems like they've kind of paved the way on how to win a championship. You just lose to a 16 seed and then come back the next year. You just got to deal with losing to a 16 seed.
Well, they're following the blueprint, the Virginia blueprint.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. It's all set. So if teams from here on out want to win a championship, a good way to do it is just lose to a 16 seed one year and then you go all the way to the next year.
That's pretty tough on your pride.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. Like you got to suck it up one year.
You got to suck it up one year.
Yeah. Let's see. NC State versus Marquette. We talked about DJ Burns. We talked about that team. It's America's team.
Yeah.
It's America's team. They beat Marquette. Shaka Smart. Dude, Shaka Smart did a good job this year. Marquette had a great team, but it's NC State's time.
But we knew that Marquette was a weak number 2 seed. That kind of was.
I think it was because of how they did in the Big East tournament.
It was, and
yeah.
So we kind of knew that they were going to be kind of a little bit on the weak spot, but they went farther than I thought they would. So I'll give them props to that.
Agreed. I had them losing in the second round. So
does DJ
Actually, I had them
Burns
losing in the first round?
Does DJ Burns remind you of Big Baby Davis?
A little bit. Yep, now that you say it, because they both were big, they both heavy. I think DJ Burns is a little taller, but they both moved their weight around very, very well.
Very, very well. Yeah.
Oh, Big Baby was the best. He was so good at moving his weight however he wanted it.
Fun fact, you know what he did for his career after the NBA?
Who?
Big Baby Davis.
Oh, didn't he go into porn or something?
He did. Okay, I'm not gonna ask why you know that, but
yeah, no. I think you sent that to me actually.
I might have sent it.
I think you sent that to me. So
like, don't put that on.
Yeah,
me.
Don't put that shit on me. You were the one who fucking sent it. Yeah, he did porn, which, I mean, the way these NBA players fuck strippers all the time, like you might as well. You might as well get paid for it.
It's a pretty seamless transition.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. I mean, yeah, you got Zion Williamson fucking all the fucking hoes on Bourbon Street. Like,
Yep.
just film it. He's fucking porn stars. Like, just film it and make a lot of money off of it.
Just monetize it.
Yeah,
It's
like-
a business decision.
Exactly. All right, let's see. Did you go look it up?
I tried.
You tried it?
I tried. I kind of failed on it. But you look, if somebody pulls it up,
Yeah, send it. I do not. I don't know where to find it at. I don't know those disgusting porno sites.
but where?
I don't know where these disgusting porno sites. I just don't. I don't go on them. This is gross. Anyways, that's it for Friday's games. Let's go to Saturday's games.
Elite Eight.
Yeah, Clemson versus Alabama. Again, live by the 3, die by the 3. It was kind of a cool story, though. It was going to be either one of them. If either team would have won, it would have been their first Final Four. It's Alabama's first Final Four. I feel like I thought they went to the Final Four when they had Avery Williams as their coach. I feel like I saw Alabama in the Final Four, but obviously I didn't.
I think it was the Elite Eight.
Elite Eight, yeah, but I thought they were. I was kind of shocked by that. Clemson, on the other hand, I had no idea. But yeah, Alabama just chucking threes.
Yeah, it really, I was kind of wondering, I was like, wait, are we college football playoffs right now?
Dude, that was like yeah, exactly. I thought we were watching football.
Yeah, sent me back in time to like 2018, you know.
I forgot it was March.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, no, this was a tale of two halves. Dude, Alabama just like got on a roll at the end of the game. Clemson was missing free throws, and Alabama Marcus Sears made 6 3-pointers in a row.
Really?
Yes. Insane.
I kind of love it. I low-key love it. It makes for fun basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's a lot of fun. It's
Yeah.
fun to watch. I mean, I hate that I'm saying that about an Alabama team, but yeah, it does make it fun to watch. I do hope they lose in horrid fashion against UConn.
I have a feeling like Alabama basketball fans are going to get cardiac arrests like just watching this team because they are so dramatic and like going back and forth with these teams. I mean, like I said, the game before was 9 lead changes. This one they had to have a surge in the second half and like just 3-pointers to get them back into the game.
Good.
Unbelievable.
Good. I hope they go into cardiac arrest. They're so fucking annoying anyways. Let's see. The next one, UConn versus Illinois. Again, all I have is wagon. UConn's just a better team. They're just better than everyone. I don't know, like, what's his name? Dan Hurley, the coach for UConn. Isn't it Dan Hurley? I think it's Dan Hurley.
Yeah.
It
is Dan Hurley.
Yeah, he's just an old school coach. He's tough. He's gritty. He'll find any reason to get the guys pumped up. Like he'll take anything and turn it into motivation.
Yeah.
They're just a wagon. I don't know how else to describe them.
And I mean, good guards win in March. Like, and that's, dude, UConn had Illinois in like circles. Like when you watch this game, they did not know what UConn was doing. Like this was a total domination from start to finish. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's all I can really say. I mean, you know, wagon.
Yeah.
Let's see Sunday's games. NC State versus Duke. Let's fucking go, baby, dude. Fuck Duke. And did you see the second half points that NC State put up? They put up 55 points in the second half.
Yeah. Yep.
Dude, they were down 21-27 at half. They scored 21 points total in the first half. They more than doubled it in the second half.
Dude, DJ Burns was on a roll.
Oh, dude, he was smiling so much, man. It was
I will say, low key, kind of low profile or underrated type of player on NC State, O'Connell. He is a great point guard. He won't get the credit because he doesn't get the flashy points, but that man is a field general down there. He will find the open man and really facilitate the offense. I honestly really like him. I mean, obviously DJ Burns is still my favorite player on this team, but O'Connell is underappreciated player on this team.
Underrated. I like Diarra. He's that hustle guy. He's like the Dennis Rodman almost. He'll go and get those random rebounds that'll just kind of change the game almost.
Exactly.
The little things.
Yep.
I'm all in on NC State. I hope they win the national championship. You okay?
Well, yeah, because your bracket's busted now.
Well, yeah. So I want everyone else's bracket to bust.
Yeah.
Bust a nut, not a bracket. But yeah, dude, that was just, and then like Duke went cold going down the stretch in the second half. I hate Kyle Filipowski. I hate him. I wish he got hurt more during the Stampede. Somebody they were being so dramatic about it.
I know that was terrible.
When it's fuck Duke. Let's see, Tennessee versus Purdue. Turns out Dalton Connect can't do it all. You gotta help your star player out a little bit.
You gotta have a little more connect.
Yeah, Connect had a great fucking game. He did really well.
He was 14 to 31.
Yeah, and I think 6 to 12 from 3,
something like that.
Yeah,
but nobody else had double-digit points.
Dude, nobody could make a shot.
You got to have something else. I mean, yeah, like I said, that's why I thought they were going to go far, which they did. They did go to Elite Eight. That's a good. That's a good run. But at the same time, you have to have a supporting cast. Dude, I mean, you can't be just one player.
Rick Barnes was just ripping his hair out, trying to just somebody help him.
Yeah,
somebody help him. Zach Edey did have 40 points.
40 points and
16 boards. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're the biggest fucking guy on the court. We get it, Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah. Which, no, we haven't seen a big man like that dominate the game since that, Wilt Chamberlain and those guys back in the day.
Greg Oden dominated.
Well, yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying those type of people.
Right, yeah. So, it was, I really wanted Tennessee to win this one. Just so that SEC had one person represented, at least one team represented.
Well, they do.
Oh, they do in Alabama. I forgot about that. That would be kind of cool if we had 50%.
I know. So the funny thing would have been that we only had 2 teams win out of the first round, and then 2 teams into the Final Four. That would have been hilarious.
That would have, yeah. And none of them were named Kentucky.
And none of them.
Yeah,
that's the funniest part.
That's the best part. Okay, yeah, that was it. Let's do our predictions real quick. NC State versus Purdue. I'm going to pick Purdue.
I'm going to pick Purdue on the safe bet. As much as I do, I want to see the NC State.
I'm going to be rooting for NC State.
Yeah, I don't want to see it strike midnight, but typically in April, it usually does.
Yeah. Yeah, because the Cinderella runs, the San Diego State one last year, that was weird. Most of them end in the Final Four.
Yeah, but San Diego State was still a 5 seed. So
it wasn't
it wasn't 11 seed like we're seeing with NC State.
Florida Gulf Coast. George Mason that one year back in 2006.
Yeah.
And there's countless other ones, but the Final Four is where it usually ends.
Yeah.
Alabama versus UConn.
I could see Alabama winning this one, but not against a team like UConn. And I don't know.
UConn is way too disciplined to let them just get those threes willy-nilly. They're going to be contested.
You have to have more luck than to win the lottery, if you're Alabama, to win this game. But I do think there is that chance. Because if they just make a bunch of threes. I mean, Marcus Sears made 6 threes in a row.
Right.
In that other game.
And 3 points is more than 2 points.
And 3 points is more than 2 points.
That's what last time I checked. And
yes.
That's pretty much what Nate Oates has been riding on.
That's science.
Science, bitches. If there's a team that could beat UConn, it's either Purdue or I think if Alabama plays a perfect game, they can definitely win.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I think. But I just think if there's a team that could stop Alabama from being on a hot streak, it's UConn.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm picking UConn too.
Same here.
And then Purdue versus UConn, I'm gonna pick UConn to win back to back.
I'm gonna go with Purdue.
Purdue. Do you like the redemption story?
I like the redemption story. Okay. I mean, I'm probably gonna screw Purdue on this one because I picked them to win the championship last year and then they lost in the first round. But
no. Yeah, okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
But no, I'm excited. Actually, if it is Purdue versus UConn, it's going to be a fantastic game. Yeah. If it's UConn versus NC State, I'm going to be even more excited. If it's Purdue versus Alabama, I'm probably not going to watch it.
Right.
I do not want to see that in any scenario.
Yeah, that's probably my least favorite.
Yeah, that's the worst. Let's see. A couple other things from college basketball. Andy Enfield to SMU. of a influence do you think LeBron had in that?
Oh, you think so?
I mean, I think didn't they hire him like right before Bronny got there?
No. This was the Florida Gulf Coast guy. This was Dunk City.
This was a while ago. Okay,
Yeah, this was Dunk City.
So what? So Bronny got there, played a year, and now he's gone. He's
actually, Bronny's about to go to the transfer portal.
And he's going to SMU. Okay,
to follow Andy.
No. Andy's going to SMU.
Yeah, Andy Enfield's going to.
Okay, and Bronny's going into the transfer portal.
Yes.
Do you think Andy left because Bronny's going to the portal, or Bronny left because he knew Andy was leaving? Because I thought he went to USC for Andy Enfield.
Yeah, but also maybe because of the LA lifestyle. I don't know, because I mean his dad's in LA.
Yeah, but that's where they grew up.
LA?
I think they lived in Miami for a little bit, but LeBron's always had a house in LA.
Yeah, I don't know where exactly Bronny's always grew up at.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they went to school in LA. I think that's where he's from.
Yeah, I didn't follow Bronny that closely.
Me neither. I didn't really care.
Yeah.
It really sounds like I did, though.
Yeah. You were like very invested in this. I was like, I'm not this invested. I'm sorry. I can't contribute on this.
I respect LeBron James, but I'm not following his kids.
Yeah. I mean, I knew there was a lot of hype about Bronny, but I was like, let me just wait until it actually happens for me to actually follow along with it. And I don't think it actually went into fruition the same effect that LeBron James, had in the game.
Right. So yeah, I mean, in SMU, I think that's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be fun.
But yeah, and actually he came out and said he wouldn't have been at SMU if they were not going to the ACC. But tell us things that we don't know.
Exactly. Yeah. Last thing I have is the NCAA president wants to ban prop bets. Bro, you're the NCAA. You're in so much fucking heat right now. You want to go ahead and ban the thing that most sports watchers love? Good luck.
I might have a contrasting view on that.
Okay.
I mean, the thing is it's the few ruining it for the majority, but some of these people have been outrageous. I mean, especially player prop bets, because player prop bets, it's easy to convince a player to be like, hey, have an off night. I'll get you the money paid. Just have an off night. Hit the under.
Oh, you're going conspiracy theory with it.
Yeah. Well, no, there's been a lot of players that have been confronted by these people, these degenerate gamblers that are like, hey, if you do this, I will get you money on my bet. You just hit the under.
I've heard of players betting on themselves. I haven't heard of this.
Oh, yeah. There's been... they had that Vanderbilt quarterback who was a backup quarterback, which made no fucking sense. But there's been a lot of other players that have been getting kind of berated by, these fans that are betting, telling them to, hey, do such and such. I mean, because obviously you don't want to bet the over. You want to bet the under.
Yeah, but that's been going on forever. Especially back then, boxing... Go down in the sixth.
Yeah,
that's been going on for ages. Now, why do you want to all of a sudden ban it now?
I hope the integrity of the game.
I don't think it'll matter. I think it's my biggest thing is I don't really give a shit because I don't bet prop bets. But I think it's bad for the NCAA because like I said, you're already under a lot of heat. Now you're going to take away what people who watch the sport really love to do. I think
you can still bet on the game.
I know, but you look at these degenerate gamblers, and my friends included, they love to throw in prop bets on parlays. They love it.
I mean, I get it.
People love prop bets.
I get it. The thing is that what sucks is that it's the few that is ruining it for the majority, but at the same time, I respect the integrity of the game more so than, the bets. I'm sorry. I'm not getting rid of, gambling for NCAA students. I mean, those guys are young. If it's NBA, I would be a little bit more upset. Those guys are professionals. They're getting paid millions. Like, why the fuck would you want to succumb to that? I mean, I know there's NIL deals right now, but still, it's not the guys that are superstars that are making money that's getting attacked. It's these smaller guys that they're like, oh, I know I can make a good buck off of this person. Because they're not making a lot of money.
No, I disagree. But, hey. To each his own.
Yeah. Look, we don't disagree very often, but...
Let's get to Otdish.
Okay.
On this date in sports history. 1972. The New York Mets manager Gil Hodges collapses just minutes after completing a round of golf in West Palm Beach and dies of a heart attack. So, what this means is confirmed golf is harder than baseball.
Whoa.
Yeah. Golf is definitely harder than baseball. I agree. You ever played it around 18? It's exhausting.
It is very exhausting.
Especially when you have to drink a beer every hole. You know, it's insane. Baseball players could never.
Yeah, but you don't have to drink a Never mind. This arguments, I knew it was lost before I started it.
Do you believe in golf, bro? Duh, you definitely drink a lot of beer on the golf course. That's part of golf.
Yeah, I know.
It's in the rule book. Duh. So yeah,
the rule book.
Yeah.
Section 146, Article 7.
Yeah, but I mean, good for him. He died playing golf. Like, if there's a way to go out, that's pretty good.
That's probably the best case scenario.
That's one of the best. Yeah, for sure. I agree. What's up? Oh,
all right, for my first OT dish, I got in 1984 the 46 NCAA Men's Basketball Championship. So last week, I did a kind of a variation or a different year on this one. This year, Georgetown beats Houston 84-75, and the Georgetown Hoyas center Patrick Ewing is the tournament most outstanding player.
MOP, the mop.
And then John Thompson, the first African-American head coach to lead his team to any NCAA Division I title for any sports.
Nice. Well, when you have Patrick Ewing, you can do whatever you want.
Oh, I mean, it was good. And to be honest with you, it was a headline matchup in the championship game. Patrick Ewing versus Akeem Olajuwon.
Almost.
Gracious.
You're getting there. We're good. We'll make it. Yeah, that is kind of wild, actually. I forgot they played each other in the championship game.
Yeah, that was a great game.
2007, following along with the NCAA tournament. 2007, the 69th. Nice. 69th NCAA tournament. Florida beats Ohio State 84-75. This was the Gators' back-to-back titles. Corey Brewer was the most outstanding player. This, we kind of talked about it earlier. This was the one where Billy Donovan, this is my favorite Billy Donovan coaching game because they were going to get dominated by Greg Oden and Ohio State. I think they had, who did they have that year? Who was the point guard? They had a really good point guard that year too. I think his name was Russell. Like his last name was Russell, I believe.
For Ohio State?
Ohio State, yeah. But anyways,
it wasn't Conley, was it?
No. Mike Conley was after that.
I'll take a look real quick if you want to keep going.
Anyways, Greg Oden dominating the NCAA tournament. Just absolutely tearing people up.
It was Mike Conley.
Okay, yeah, so it was Mike Conley. Nice, well done. Good job. Yeah. So yeah, they had Mike Conley and Greg Oden on the same team. Dude, they were going to dominate. And Billy Donovan just kept throwing players at Greg Oden, just fouling the crap out of him. Like every single time he went up, just beat the Christ out of him. And it wore him down. It was a good strategy because he just threw people off the bench and just said, hacky shack him. Yeah. Hacky shack him and wear him down. And then the guys like Corey Brewer, Joakim Noah, Al Horford, they just kind of like did their thing.
Yep.
It's one of my favorite coaching jobs by Billy Donovan.
Yeah. No, that was good. It's a good way to point that out on that game.
And in the back-to-back, UConn has a chance of doing that this year.
Yeah, so it's a little relevant to this year as well. Love it. I love it. All right, so for my last OT dish, I got 1985. The NCAA Rules Committee adopts the shot clock.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I saw that one.
Which honestly is kind of late to the game, and I'll explain why. But they adopt the shot clock for how many seconds?
No, how many?
So they started off at 45 seconds.
Which is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, but there's reasoning for that. So the first league to adopt the shot clock was the NBA,
Right.
and it did it back in 1954. It did actually a 25 second shot clock. And they did that because the clocks that they used in the stadiums were only able to wind up in increments of 5.
Ah.
So, yeah, that was like an interesting stat. But yeah, in 1985 they adopted this rule to begin the 1986 season. It was to eliminate the stalling method because they were getting games that was like 19 to 18, in like games like that. That was
nobody wants to see that shit.
No, nobody wants to see it. So, but 1993, NCAA approved to go down to 35 seconds. That stayed for quite some time until 2015 season. They brought it down to 30 seconds. But there's been initial resistance from the NCAA to bring it down because they think that the smaller schools have a disadvantage from the bigger schools, and this has been throughout years, and actually from its initiation point, like they didn't actually initiate it until 1985, which was really late to the game, but they didn't do it because of resistance, because they thought smaller schools wouldn't be able to keep up with the bigger schools in running the court.
Oh, boo-hoo.
So yeah, and so that was the big difference on that, but nowadays there's not as much disparity in talent from smaller schools to bigger schools.
Also, just be better. Just be better, smaller schools. It's that easy.
Yeah.
It's very simple. I like that. I think that it was a long time coming. I think they should have done it a long time ago. 45 seconds is a lot, and I think them getting it from 35 to 30 was the best decision they could have made.
Yeah.
I think that was awesome.
But I do like that they didn't go down to 24 like the NBA.
Agreed.
Because I do like the college aspect of it. There's still a lot of play design with college basketball that you don't really see a lot in NBA.
No, NBA, it's mostly shoot, rebound, take it up the court.
There's small little concepts, but there's no like big, unique play designs.
Exactly. Yes, you're right. And that's what I love about college basketball. That's why I think there's sometimes I like watching college basketball more than NBA. I'm not gonna lie. Now, when like the beginning of the season and we get into playoffs and like big games and stuff, I like watching them NBA players because they're the best.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. Sometimes with the conference tournaments, March Madness, some of these big games during the season, I kind of would rather watch college basketball.
I like seeing these smaller schools that have no business being in the game out-scheme these bigger schools that have bigger, better talent.
It's a chess match almost.
I mean, what is it? It's just like Oakland beating Kentucky. Jack Golke did not have any business being on that court with those Kentucky players. But hey, it's March Madness.
March Madness. That's a good segue to the NBA. The Pels are falling off. This is not good. We're beating teams we should beat, but we're losing to good teams. We're kind of going downhill on a skid. The Phoenix Suns loss last night was a really bad loss. That was one we needed to win because it's like now they are one game behind us.
Yeah,
that was a bad one. We lost to the Cavs the other week. We lost to the Magic. We lost to the Thunder. We can't beat these good teams. We need to beat the good teams.
Did we lose to the Suns or did we lose to Devin Booker?
We lost to Devin Booker, but still, you gotta.
He's actually scored 150 points in his 3 matchups against the Pelicans.
So he just has our number.
He just has our number, apparently.
Okay, well, Willie Green should have noticed that and made sure to double him up or something. Do something. Don't let him score again like that.
Yeah, I guess they're putting Herb Jones on KD or something like that,
which is fine because that's exactly where I would like Herb Jones to be.
Yeah,
he's such a good defender, and he would be he kind of matches up well with KD.
Yeah. I'm not in a panic right now because Bi is injured right now.
Bi was out, yes.
So he's been out.
He was out against the Celtics too.
Yeah, I mean he's been out, or he's projected to be out for 2 weeks. So yeah, I think that hurts a good bit. But the thing is, I think Zion is coming into his own, which I think that needs to be the identity of this team. I think he needs to learn that, and I think the only way he can learn that is without Bi on the court. And I think that'll benefit us in the long run. So I think if we can just hold our spot for, the sixth spot.
How is Zion, Bi being out gonna help Zion, especially when Bi comes back?
Because I don't think Zion has that alpha mentality initially. I don't think he's taken that step.
Yeah, but then what's gonna change whenever Bi comes back?
His play in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, but Bi's going to be back. How do you know he's not going to revert back to his old ways?
I'm just hoping. This is what I'm saying. I think this will do what is necessary for the Pelicans to be a very successful.
All right, well, because
team.
I'm kind of in panic mode. We got crushed by the Celtics. We got beat by the fucking Suns. We lost to the Magic the other week. We lost to the Cavs the other week. The only good team we've been able to beat is the Clippers, and it's looking like we're not going to be playing them in the first round. As a matter of fact, we're going to be lucky if we get out of the playing games. That's why I'm kind of.
We're not there yet. We're still.
I said we're going to be lucky. I have my hand on the panic button. I haven't pushed it yet.
Okay.
Let's see. The Mavs are looking amazing. That's another thing that scares the shit out of me.
Last 12 games, they're 11-1.
Yes, it's and Luka is playing at an MVP level. The Lakers look good. They scored 150 points the other week against the Pacers. Like the Golden State Warriors can turn it on whenever. Sacramento Kings are good. All these teams in the West are just so fucking good. That's why I'm a little nervous. The only team I really want to play is the Timberwolves. That's the only team really, or the Clippers.
Yeah, I will say maybe we might play the Houston Rockets.
Oh yeah.
So the Houston Rockets have actually been making a push. I mean, what was it? They're 2 games back from the number 10 seed, Golden State Warriors. They went on an 11-game winning streak, and they're 13-2 in the last 15 games.
Yeah.
So maybe we play the Houston Rockets.
Maybe that. Hey, you never know, because like the Warriors, they can, like I said, they can turn it on, but like they're not like dominating.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope we do. That would be fun. That would be great.
So has Luka found his Batman?
I think so.
Or his Robin? Did you see that quote? About how Luka was saying that Kyrie was the Batman, he was Robin.
Oh, he's so humble.
Which is so bullshit.
It is bullshit. He's
bullshit.
Batman.
But he knows he has to play into ego of Kyrie,
which is actually brilliant on his part.
It is brilliant on his part.
He's got to play into the. Oh my god. How are you Kyrie and not realize you're Robin?
All right.
Kyrie's always been Robin. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he was Robin to LeBron.
And when he tried to be Batman, those teams sucked.
Yeah. Look, he's actually the perfect Robin that doesn't want to be Robin.
Exactly. He is the perfect Robin, and he just won't ever admit it.
That he's Robin.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a perfect marriage for him. You need a player like Luka.
Yep.
And the only other person that would work is LeBron, and that's because LeBron James was easily the best player in the NBA, and nobody could dispute it, not even Kyrie.
And he couldn't last, but he didn't last for very long.
No, he didn't, because he likes to be, in his brain, the Batman.
Goodness gracious.
Let's see. You got anything else in the NBA? MLB season started. I know I keep saying this every single season. I'm gonna get into it. This year, and you know why this season is gonna be different?
Why is that?
Because I have money on it. I have a fantasy baseball team, and that I have a decent bit of money on.
That you got invested.
Yes, so I'm invested now. I will learn MLB this year.
Yeah. I will say, I do want to talk about opening day, because opening day has to be the best start of any sports, professional, college, any first day.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying, it's got a signature name to it, opening day.
Oh, I thought you were going to go off.
I do have that. We went to Murphy's Bleachers, in Chicago, right next to Wrigley Field, when I went and visited Chicago not too long ago. Established in 1980. It actually has a picture, a black and white picture of the first day it was open, and they opened it on opening day.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's right next to the stadium, which is so perfect.
Dude, and honestly, baseball's awesome. It's the boys of summer. It's like summer's officially underway, or like spring is at least.
Yeah.
And like, it means good weather. Well, at least if you're not in South Louisiana, it means like the summer months. They're coming up. You know, it is. It's nice, and I always like going to the ballpark and having a couple of beers and some hot dogs. But yeah, I'm gonna keep up with it this year. Let's see.
Before you go on, I actually did have one last tidbit on the NBA. So, Joel Embiid's back.
Yes. Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, he's playing tonight.
So he is playing tonight, which is. It's kind of crazy. Tell
me you're desperate without telling me you're desperate.
They are still in the running for the play-in game.
They're the 8th seed right now. But tell me you're desperate without telling me they are just salivating for Joel Embiid to do anything and help them get into a championship, so they can't say that like Philly ruined Joel Embiid.
Yeah, no, I get that, but I just love the fact that on this season, like when he got hurt, there was the timeline that he would come back about the time that he's coming out right now, right before the playoffs, and basically they just had to hold. They had to hold like they were fucking Helm's Deep and waiting on Gandalf to return to save them, and now they're they're at that point. I don't know. I thought it was kind of funny.
That is good. You're absolutely right. They just needed to hold. Are they winning right now? They win. Oh wow, it's 106-105 against the Thunder. So
dang, and that's a good team.
That's a good team. So yeah, I guess it is working. Just make sure you get into that playing game.
Yeah,
anything can happen.
So I guess we'll go back now.
I'm just counting down the days till he gets hurt again. It's gonna happen.
Ouch.
Let's see. College baseball. LSU stinks. That's all I got. I don't really care anymore now.
They're on a hangover.
Yeah, we got swept, and then we lost to a school called Southern. On Monday.
We just need drugs. Pedialyte.
Pedialyte. Yes, and some drugs.
And some drugs.
We can do legal drugs. I guess we should talk a little bit about the women's tournament. I hate Caitlin Clark. I know she's like America's sweetheart, blah blah blah. Fuck Caitlin Clark. I fucking hate her.
I'm on the same board as you. Like I'm on board with you. Like I just think she's a little entitled.
She is.
She's
entitled little prick.
I did like her in her up and coming. Like I was like, okay, she's good. I like her, but. Dude, have you seen her complain about calls?
Every time.
She complains every single time.
She's like the LeBron James of fucking women's basketball, complaining about calls.
It's getting annoying.
It is. I'm sick of it. People just like are overlooking this shit because it's a good story. No, it's not. It didn't matter because the winner of this game was gonna get smashed by South Carolina because that's who's gonna win the fucking championship. Have you seen South Carolina play this year?
South Carolina's really good.
They're unbeatable. Dude. They got that chick down low. I don't even know her fucking name. I can see her right now.
Cardoso.
Yeah, dude, she's absolutely insane. That's a girl that could probably I'm not gonna say she would make it, but she could probably try out for the G League. Dude, she would oh man. Anyways.
Yeah.
No, I'm out on Caitlin Clark. I don't give a fuck what America thinks.
She did go off for 9 3-pointers.
I don't care.
3-pointers are America's sweetheart. They win over any American. That's why Steph Curry.
Everyone loves Steph Curry.
Everyone loves Steph Curry. Everyone loves a good 3-point shooter.
Well, not Reggie Miller. That was
yeah, but he was kind of a shit talker.
Yeah.
When you shit talk like Reggie Miller, Angel Reese, you start getting the kind of the negative side. But it's a part of the game.
I guess everybody liked they like Peja Stokovic. Stokovic.
Oh, you think I'm going to pronounce it?
Okay, you oh yeah.
You think I'm going to pronounce it?
Peja Stokovic. And Ray. Everybody like Ray Allen. So I guess there is something.
Yeah.
Some people hated Ray Allen. Actually, I take that back.
Actually, Buddy Hield was a big favorite. Trae Young,
Trae Young.
People love Trae Young.
Both of them were OU guys, Oklahoma guys.
Yep. So,
yeah, just if you want people to like you, just shoot a lot of threes.
Shoot a lot of threes.
Jack Golke.
Yep. This game, Iowa versus LSU, had 12.3 million viewers.
The most watched game in women's college basketball history.
I will say this. This is my tangent here.
Go off.
ESPN does really good with branding. They do a very excellent job with branding because not only do they have the broadcast where the viewership on television, but they also have a media presence where there is social media or their web presence where they have a lot of journalists that does their articles and such, and they're very, very good at what they do, and they do they do a really good job of branding, and that's why I feel like the women's basketball has been able to really take off because they obviously been able to follow the lead of Caitlin Clark because she shoots a lot of three-point shots and everybody likes it. But they've also been able to brand a lot of the players from the women's league because there is kind of a disparity on a lot of players. So if there's a good player on a women's team, it shows out a lot more than everybody else. So on Iowa, Caitlin Clark. UConn, Paige Buckers. USC, Juju Watkins. LSU, Angel Reese.
And the Lith girl.
Haley Van Lith. But yeah, she got her branding from Louisville a little bit. She just kind of transferred over to LSU. Maybe got a little shout out by Angel Reese.
South Carolina.
Cardoso. I will say Cardoso doesn't get the popularity that she deserves. She's a very good player.
Yeah, she's a fucking
so
freak.
good. But what I'm saying is they've been doing a very good job on the branding. The other thing is follow the money. Follow the money. So ESPN obviously does a very good job with branding. Who do they cover on the NCAA tournament?
The NCAA tournament?
They cover the women. They don't cover the men.
Who? ESPN?
Yeah.
Oh, CBS and Fox.
TNT.
Fox.
TNT.
Fox does?
No, not the NCAA tournament for men's. TNT, TBS, True TV, they all cover. It's Paramount and CBS Sports that cover the men's NCAA tournament. So why would they hype the men's tournament and not the women's tournament when they can get more money from the viewership from the women's tournament than the men's tournament?
Okay.
I'm just saying. If you want to know what, if you don't want to know,
is there a conspiracy theory here?
I might be creating one, but at the same time,
what's your point?
I'm just saying that people are wondering. They're like, "Why is women's getting so hyped up?" And it's like, that's the reason.
Well, the ESPN's the only one. That's their only coverage of the tournaments. Got it. They don't do any NIT or anything like that.
They do NIT, but I mean, who's watching the NIT?
Nobody. Honestly, 12.3 million. That's not. I thought there was going to be more than that. It's not that many.
It's still actually kind of a lot in comparison.
Well, okay, yeah, in comparison, but in comparison to what?
The 2023 finals was NBA finals.
Yeah, but I'm talking about if you want to go comparison, if you look at any of the March Madness games, doesn't.
Well, yeah, I think it's more in comparison.
That's why I'm saying I wanted it to be. I thought it was going to be more.
Yeah,
because compared to those games, that's nothing. That's shit. And I was kind of disappointed in that. But whatever. It's women's basketball. It kind of I'll be completely real with y'all. It sucks. Women's basketball is like watching rec. You go to your local YMCA or your local rec league, and that's what it looks like. It really does. Show me people making 360 dunks or doing cool shit like they do in college in NBA. They don't. It's just not that good. But I like watching my school, and I think that's where ESPN is capitalizing as well. They're basically marketing to the fan bases.
Oh yeah, definitely.
of these schools.
But like I said, I think they've been able to brand those players a little bit, and especially now that NIL is a thing that they can actually pay those players for commercials.
Caitlin Clark's making $5 million a year.
Exactly.
I think she's going to be making more in college than she will at the WNBA.
Probably so.
Which I also think more people watch women's college basketball than WNBA. But I don't know that for a fact. I didn't.
You might be onto that.
I didn't look up the numbers or anything like that.
Yeah, so. You might be onto something there.
Yeah. Yeah, that was our women's basketball talk. I don't think we've ever done that before.
Yeah.
We have, but just not that extensively.
Not a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, we got to. That's actually good for women's basketball too.
Yeah.
Yeah, conspiracy theories. And you know what? The hatred's good for women's basketball too. That's what that like. If I didn't care so much, I wouldn't hate Caitlin Clark. If I didn't give a shit about it, I'd be like, oh yeah, whatever. I don't give a shit about Caitlin Clark. But I actually care about this, so like I hate Caitlin. That's kind of why I hate Caitlin Clark so much.
Engagement doesn't mean good, positive, or negative. It's both.
Yeah. Cool. You got anything else?
I think that wraps everything up.
I mean, we could talk about Rashid Rice, being a fucking bonehead real quick. Dude, what the fuck was he thinking?
He should get traded to the Raiders.
Oh, no, you went there, you asshole. You're a dickhead.
I know. I know.
That was pretty funny.
I know.
That was kind of funny.
Look, I accept that, but it was good.
Yeah. So for people who don't know, Rashid Rice got in a multi-car accident, fled the scene, and is now cooperating with authorities. He hired a lawyer, and yeah, he's he had to have been fucked up, obviously. Like, why do you flee the scene of an accident if you're sober? So
yeah,
it's not a good look. We'll see. We'll kind of monitor and see how it goes, what happens to him.
The biggest thing is if he can get away with saying he wasn't driving the vehicle.
Yeah, but yeah.
But that takes a whole cooperation of everybody and the fact there's no video camera of him driving the vehicle.
Right. Which is nice. Although I'd figure a car that nice would have like a dash cam or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So there is quote unquote no video evidence. Okay, yeah. Anyways, yeah, that kind of sucks for the Chiefs because like if something happens to him, he would have been the 1-2 punch with Hollywood Brown.
Yeah.
That would have been kind of cool actually. Watch him and Hollywood Brown go after it. That would be good. But yeah, we'll monitor that. So but yeah, I think that's all I got.
I think that wraps it up.
All right, we'll see y'all next week. Love y'all.
Later.